Hi, in this video lecture, we will understand the problem of buy and sell stock problem. So this is a common question nowadays and it generally comes in medium to tough range. So if you talk about the problem in which you will be given the array of different, you can say, price of the share, and each price of the share denotes the price of the share at that particular day. So if you talk about here, at day 0 it is 10, then it is increasing, so it went high. So I basically created this kind of pictorial graph just to demonstrate that how the stock market is flowing for this given array. So initially it was 10 and it kept on increasing till it went on 28, and after that 28 there is a sudden fall in the stock price, so it went till 8 and again it started rising and it went till 70. So it should be coming somewhat like here, or maybe you say here, so because price is 8. So the thing is, the thing to understand is, we are given an array and the basic concept is to maximize the profit. So how we can maximize the profit? Suppose if I buy at the lowest price as 10 and if I sell at the increasing price, that is 28, that is at this point, then I will get a certain profit. Then again, after the share is falling and suddenly there is a market crash and it came at 8. After that, just coming at this lowest point, if I buy stock again when the price was 8, then we can sell it after the stock price increases after 8. So till what point it increases? Till 70. So this is the last point. So if considering the number of days, if these to be considered as number of days starting from day 0, and this is day 1, this is day 2, this is day 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So these are the number of days. If I talk in number of days, I am buying the share at day 0, that is this point, and selling it as day 3. If you see this graph, you will get to understand that this is day 3, and again I am buying the stock at day 4 and selling it at day 6. So this should be the output, that is at what day you should be buying and selling. This should come under the output. So in the output I have just represented it as this is one way of purchase and this is another way of purchase. So in the first part I am buying it at day 0 when the price is 10 and again selling it at day 3, that is at price of 28. Again buying it at day 4, at day 4 the price is 8 and selling it at day 6, that is price at 70. So the basic concept how to solve this problem is, you need to iterate from day 0 till day last day when the price is maximum. If there is sudden fall, or you can say the value of the next array comes out to be lesser than the current array, then just sell those stocks because price gonna fall. And if just after the falling, when you have sold the shares, then the price will keep on decreasing. So at certain point it will keep on decreasing. Suppose like it may come like 12 and then 10, then 8, then keep on waiting till the price is lowest point, that is the price next to that one is higher than the current one. So buy at that point and then again sell at the maximum point. So this is the basic concept. So the time complexity will be O of n, which will be required in the interview. So you don't need to do any brute force or any increase the complexity. You just need to follow O of n. That's it. So let's solve the problem. So what we will do, we will create an array, or you can say a list, where we will be creating buying and selling of array list. So we will create a list, the main list, in which we will create the object of array list and print the data. So inside the list, again I will create a list. It will have two variables, one of buying and one of selling. So it will hold integer and I will call it as main list. So it is a list, new array list. array list. So this is the array list which we will be creating. So we don't require this, it will work here. Now the basic concept comes that iteration should be there from 0 till end. So for iterating I need a variable, let variable be I is equal to 0, and instead of doing a for loop, going for a for loop, I will go for the while loop. While I is less than the size of given array, will go till the end. So first thing is to check if the price is falling. To check the price, whether the price is falling or not, I need to iterate with I till less than n minus 1. And why n minus 1? Because I need to provide the value of I. And another condition I need to check that the value of array at that given index, it should be greater than the value of array at I plus 1. So since I am going to check with I plus 1, so that's why I put I as n minus 1. Otherwise I would have taken only I is less than 1. So I need to check with I plus 1. And after that, if this is the condition, I need to keep on moving forward. So for keep on moving forward, I need a while loop. Though it may sound like we are going loop inside loop, but as you can see, we are just iterating I till n and keep on incrementing in each iteration. So more or less it is one loop only. That is, loops are two, but iteration is from 0 to end, that is O of n only. So if I need to check that if it has moved till the last or not. If it has moved till last, that is I equal to n minus 1, then no need to buy any share. We have already crossed the edge. So I'll simply provide this I value in the list. So I'll break it from here. And now for providing any data, we have created a list in which we are providing our new list. So I'll create a list here. I'll name it as days new array list. So this is the list in which we will create a new number of days of buying and selling and put the day of buying and day of selling there. So here I'm going to buy because it has not crossed the last and it is not the last index. So no need to buy in the last index, because if you buy in the last day, when you will sell. So for that scenario, I have provided a break here that we have crossed the end, just break it from here. Otherwise, if it is not crossed the last, then buy the share. For buying a share, I need to just put in the days. The days is the list which I have created, and I need to add the starting days, that is when to buy. So when to buy will be I, and I'll increment that I, because next will be, if I'm buying on day 0, I need to check on the next one in the other iteration. So that's why I've incremented it from I plus plus. It will add the I, and just after adding, it will add that. Post adding, it will increment the value of I. Now the second condition comes here. So the second condition, if I tell you, is that I should be less than n, because since we were going to buy the share, we should not buy in the last day, but since we are going to sell the share, we can sell it on the last day. So that's why I put I as n, and the condition should be array at I minus 1 should be less than equal to array at I, then keep on incrementing. Why? If the value is coming as 10 and the next value is 14, they don't need to sell on the day 10, just keep I incrementing and it will go to 14, and on 14 also it will check that whether the 25 is greater than 14 or not. So you can find that 25 is greater than 14, so no need to sell, just go on 25, and on day 25, second day, when you have 25 as a value, then again you will check that this is less than 28 or not. Again it is less than 28, then keep on incrementing, somewhat like that. Till what point? Till you have the next as a sudden fall of 8. Since this is the maximum point, you need to sell that share. So I'll iterate while the value is at the previous point is less than the value at the current point. So just a moment where you'll find that the value at previous point was greater than the current value, then you need to shell that share. So you will sell that share on that day and put the value of I minus 1 there, because you were selling on the previous day, not the current day. So you need to add that into days list. This is a list which we have created, and it is taking only two values, as you can see. First value of buying and second value where you are selling. So just after buying and selling, I need to add that into main list. Why? Just to get a pictorial view that buying and selling, and again second list of buying and selling. So this represents 1 day of this, and this represents 1 day of this, 1 unit of these days, you can say. And this is the main list which I have created here. So I will add this days which I have created in the list, which is the main list. That's it. And I need to print out the data because we are going to see the result, and just print the list. So what we have done, we have started on day 0 and went till that point where the current share was greater than the next share. So just after that we found that the current share is not greater than the next share, we bought that share, and after that we checked whether the current share comes out to be lesser than the next share, then we sold that previous one. So that is this day minus 1. So this is how the list should look like, and let me run it as Java application. So as you can see, this is the value which we are getting, which we have tried to print it here. So we bought it on day 0, it says, and you are selling it on day 3. Again you are buying on day 4, that is this day where your value is 8, and again selling it on day 6, that is where the value is 70. So this is how we can maximize the profit of buying and selling stock. This is the question which is being frequently asked, so get it thoroughly done. Thank you all for watching the video.